Hello. It is 6 p.m. on January 6, 2026. I'd like to welcome you to the Village of Sugar Grove Board meeting. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, if we can have roll call, please.
President Stovall.
Here.
Trustee Lindy.
Here.
Trustee Bonnie.
Here.
Trustee Michaels.
Here.
Trustee Special.
Here.
Trustee London.
Here.
Trustee Roscoe.
Here.
All right. Public hearing tonight, we have none, no proclamations, no presentations, no appointments. Airport report, Trustee Special.
No report.
Public comments on scheduled action items. The consent agenda for this evening, we have approval of the December 16th, 2025 Village Board meeting minutes, approval of the vouchers. Under general business, we have an ordinance amending the Village Code, Title 4, Chapter 5, Section 2, unnecessary noise standard, weekend construction hours. Is anyone signed up for public comment, or does anyone have public comment? All right. And would anyone like to remove an item from the consent agenda? All right. Is there a motion in this? Yes.
I'm sorry. If I could just ask real quick, if there is an update on the Grove, where we're sitting with that? And is it on your website? If it is, I can look there.
So maybe I could answer that in President's report, but not quite at this juncture.
Okay.
Is there a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make that motion to approve the consent agenda.
All right, we have a first from Trustee Michaels. Is there a second?
Second.
And a second from Trustee Special. Tracy, if we could have roll call.
Trustee Michaels.
Aye.
Trustee Special.
Aye.
Trustee Lindy.
Aye.
Trustee London.
Aye.
Trustee Roscoe.
Aye.
Trustee Bonnie.
Aye.
All right, the ayes have it, and the consent agenda for the approval of the December 16th, 2025 Village Board meeting minutes and the approval of the vouchers are approved. Under general business, we have an ordinance amending the Village Code, Title 4, Chapter 5, Section 2, unnecessary noise standard, weekend construction hours. Is there a motion and a second to discuss and vote on item 11A?
I'll make the motion.
We have a first from Trustee Roscoe. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And a second from Trustee London. Danielle Marion will present this item.
Hello. As you guys previously discussed at the previous village board meeting, there was discussion to amend the village code and the permitted construction hours. The proposed hours, change of the hours would be to allow construction from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then change weekend hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. Attached to your board report, you have the ordinance that would approve the text amendment to make these changes to the construction hours.
Thank you. Is there any discussion?
I have a question. How about holidays? Is that holidays fall at weekends?
We would probably need to specify holidays. During our research, no other communities had holiday hours.
Okay. Just was curious.
Yeah.
I have a question as well. I had a question this weekend. There was a resident. They thought someone was working pretty late. It was something like midnight, but it turned out just to be like lights in one of those heaters that was warming concrete. Is that the only equipment, those heaters connected to the propane, that is allowed after the construction hours? And does it require a light to be on all night?
I will have to look into that exactly. I don't know that we can really define what construction is, so it's based on noise levels, so it'd be dependent on how loud it was. That's where the construction hours come in, is the noise level, because it's in our noise ordinance.
Makes sense. Thank you. Any other discussion? If we can have roll call, please, Tracy.
Trustee Roscoe.
Aye.
Trustee London?
Aye.
Trustee Lundy,
Aye.
Trustee Special?
Aye.
Trustee Michaels?
Aye.
Trustee Bonnie?
Aye.
The ayes have it, and the unnecessary noise standard weekend construction hours ordinance is approved. Would anyone like to make public comments, or is anyone signed up for public comment?
I'm out of shape. I missed the comment before the vote, but that's all right. Regarding the noise levels, what are they? I mean, from what I read, they don't have a limit on the noise levels for construction. They do, OSHA does have a limit of 90 decibels for the workers, covering the employees, but how are you gonna monitor what those levels are for the neighborhoods, which obviously Hannaford Farms is gonna be subject to all of this. I mean, 6:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night. I'm sorry, 8:30 at night, that's 14 hours of heavy equipment, a lot of it. I just wondered, maybe I didn't see it somewhere, but is there anywhere where it says what the decibel noise level is on that stuff?
We have a noise ordinance in our village code. I'm looking right now to see if I can find exactly what the decibels, I think they are spelled out, she can make no, yeah. We do have, it's in our code.
What is it?
I'm looking right now.
Okay, yeah, because I just looked at the on the website for Sugar Grove, and it didn't have any limitations that I saw. Doesn't mean it's not there. I'm just curious and how it's monitored, how it's going to be enforced. Because I feel sorry for those people living there. They're going to be inundated with dirt and dust and noise for not just a few houses, but what? A couple of years?
I'll look into it, see if I can get you an answer for our staff.
I'm sorry.
I'll look into it and I'll see if I can get you
Okay.
an answer.
All right. Yeah, that's all. I know that you're looking about changing a half an hour off of the times, but one of the comments or the concerns earlier was any kind of generator noises and all of that. And I think there was some discussions about the noise levels back then, but Walter was here still then, and I don't remember all of the stuff that we went through. But anyway, it might be something to consider. I know you could still alter this going forward, but noise levels is probably going to be a big issue, I would think. So that's all.
Thank you, Perry.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to make a public comment?
Hi, I'm Janie Coes. I live over in the Windsor West townlet. And I was just wondering if there's an update on the Grove. I know a lot was going on, and I've read in the newspaper, you know, some of the items that have taken place. There was a lawsuit with Canelan School District, and that was looked at possibly to get dropped or dismissed or whatever. So I'm just wondering if there's an update, and if it's on your website, I will more than happy to go there and read up on it. So that's it.
Just a brief update in response. Canelan did appeal the lawsuit, and so not too much else can be said at this time because there is pending litigation.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to make a public comment?
In regard to this noise level thing, who's going to enforce it? How will you enforce it? How are you going to measure it? So some things to consider there.
Thank you. Quick response, we'll find out the number of decibels, and typically we allow standard construction work though, during the hours that are allotted, unless something is strangely loud, and then we would notify the police. All right, would anyone else like to make a public comment? All right, hearing none, we will close public comment at this time. There are no discussion items this evening. We'll move on to staff reports. We have Scott Koppel in administration.
Thank you. My report's in your packet, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Perrin. Hi. Did you have a report this evening?
Just what's in the packet unless there's any questions.
Okay. Any questions? All right. Danny Marion, Community Development.
I have nothing to add. I will say that there's no decibels in our noise ordinance. It just talks about the types of noises and the hours that they're
Like an 8-hour
permitted.
cut?
Sorry, what was that?
It's an 8-hour cut or during the full hours of
Really
construction?
gotta get away from this town hall.
During those hours of construction. They're allowed. General construction noise.
I know it's hard.
There's no law stated.
Because
Thank you
we
for
do
changing.
have problems.
I don't know if it's a question for Annie or Chief, but does somebody have a decibel meter that can?
We do, I mean, not, if the board remembers, when Rosewood Farms was put in place, that's the only place where restriction was put in with a certain decibel. So the residents at Mellor Park, Mellor Point, thank you, were concerned about it at the time, and that's at the street, measured at the street level, not up close. But that's it, the decibel meters. But police do the enforcement at any noise complaint, disorderly conduct, disturbing of the peace during every 24 hours of news.
Thank you. Chief Rollins.
I have nothing else to add. Be happy to answer any questions.
Brad Merkel.
Any questions?
Also, Brad, thank you very much. Brad has looked into sampling the water twice this week for the amount of chlorine for different residents that were asking, so thank you very much for doing that.
Well, congratulations on getting the honor of the best water in King County.
Thank you.
So,
WaterCon, that's pretty exciting.
and how many people taste the water at the?
Contest, I think there's 4 or 5 judges.
Oh, okay.
Depends on who they can get to.
But still, nice sound.
Tasting of the water, right?
Yeah.
A little sugar in
Did we have a result on the chlorine question?
Yes, I emailed it to, I'll send it to you.
Can you send it to?
Yeah.
Trustee Lindy.
I attended the library board meeting that they had last. Just to let everybody know, they've got science kits for kids that you can check out. They're very cool. They also, if you go on the library's website, they have a Friends of the Library thing you can click on. And there you can buy logo wear with the new logo of the library. I Heart Sugar Grove Library shirts and all that kind of stuff. I believe proceeds from that would go to the library, because I think that's what the Library Foundation, Friends of the Library Foundation does. But I'll have to, I'm pretty sure that's what that goes to, but I'll have to double check. King County Forest Preserve, just to let, there's so much going on every week there. They have, one thing I just wanted to bring up, they have a senior stroll. They had once a month for seniors. Well, I guess it could probably be for anybody, but seniors, they have from 10 to 12 at various forest preserves. January 8th is the one for January, and that's in St. Charles. But it's interesting, you know, all the things that they have there, and I encourage everyone to look at what they have available and take advantage of that great resource we have there. And congratulations on the water as well, tasting contest. That's it.
Thank you for mentioning the license plate renewal at the library last month. My son and I were both able to renew our plates. It's very key.
They also have a notary, I believe, too. So the library, there's so many
Yeah.
services the library has.
Trustee Williams.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Trustee Special.
No report.
Trustee Michael.
Nothing to report.
Trustee Roscoe.
Nothing to report.
Trustee Bonnie.
Nothing at this time.
All right. President's report. Couple good things going on. One I wanted to mention. It seems like we have a little bit of additional demand for additional buildings, like on Heartland Drive. We had met with a resident who was previously the president of the Illinois Manufacturers Association, and he was able to give us some good context. And we contacted or are contacting them to possibly find anyone else who may be interested in adding additional buildings like Harlan Drive, because it seems like there's demand for those smaller types of buildings. Other than that, I think that's it for President's Report this week. There is an executive session this evening. Is there a motion and a second to enter executive session to discuss personnel, 5 ILCS 122C1 and litigation, 5 ILCS 122C11, and to adjourn the meeting afterward, as there is no further business to discuss.
I'll make that motion.
We have a first from Trustee Michaels. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And a second from Trustee Special. We'll now enter executive session. Roll call, please, Tracy. Thank you.
Trustee Michaels?
Yep, aye.
Trustee Roscoe?
Aye.
Trustee Lundy,
Aye.
Trustee London?
Aye.
Trustee Special?
Aye.
Trustee Bonnie?
All right, we'll enter executive session at this time. 6:16.
What's that? Yeah, I know. They'll probably blow up or have arsenic in it.
Obviously, I wasn't a member yet, or wasn't
Tracy.
authorized, I like to do
Tracy,
that.
is our next beautification meeting the 12th?
And the second thing is, what's going on in the legislature right now?
What minute is it?
So they haven't deposited any
6
money?
o'clock, right, Tracy?
There's nothing
I should have
positive
said,
that
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I just didn't know where it applied and when they started the, excavation or whatever.
No, so it's, the way the TIF works is those property taxes are collected,